Welcome.
Hey YouTube, Dr. Duelist here. I noticed that everybody's been posting up their Blackwing decks, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll post mine too. Mine's different than a lot of the ones you see out there right now, only because it runs different cards. Like, I don't run Dark Arm Dragon. I have Dark Arm Dragon, but I don't run them. Instead, I choose to run something else. So I'll just show you my build, and you can go from there. So I run a Sangin. That's you know, search. That's for the search Kalutes, Blizzards, and Gales. A Spirit Reaper. I really only run this for defense. I don't use it a lot. It's a good pitch card, and just in case if I need something to defend me, it'll stall pretty well in this metagame. Breaker, self-explanatory, just destroys Spell Trap on the field. I run 3 Shures, which is typical in a Blackwing deck, so that's a gimme. 3 Kalutes, obviously another gimme. That's a standard in any Blackwing deck. I run 2 Blizzards, once again another standard. Like you don't see a lot of variations just yet, but you will shortly. Not in the monsters, but more in the Spell Traps. 3 Gales, and then half attacks. Synchro. 3 Boras, and piercing damage 1700. 2 Sikaros. They're pretty good. They're like Cyber Dragon, only they count as a normal summon. And he's really good if you get Gale, because you can synchro for 8 really quick. Or with Bora, you can pump Bora up and just trample for major damage. So he's good. And the last card, I use the Dark Creator instead of Dark Arm Dragon, mainly because the objective of this build is to get Dark Strike Fighter out. And by that time, I have plenty of Darks in the graveyard. So I will pitch a I'll pitch Dark Strike Fighter himself to do a 1400. I'll remove a dark card from my grave and bring Dark Strike Fighter straight back. So you can kill in one turn with this if you could do it the right way. If you could pull it off, you could kill really quickly with the Dark Creator and Dark Strike Fighter. Next is spells. Brain Control, MST, Heavy. Those are staples in any deck. So you know. I run 2 Cold Waves in my deck, mainly because I don't want somebody to say, okay, I Solemn Judgment, you're summoning or synchroing, and I don't want to book in my monsters. So a lot of people run Book of Moons. I run Cold Waves, and it actually works really good. Monster Born, another staple. 3 Black Whirlwinds. This is really great because when you have more than one on the field, you still get to search, but you get to search twice. So if I have 2 Black Whirlwinds on the field and I summon Shura, I get to search 2 monsters that are 1700 or less attack. So that could be Bora and Gale to synchro out the gate. So 3 Blackwings. I run 2 Allure Darkness, obviously for draw power. The whole deck is pretty much dark, so Allure Darkness. I run 2 Dark Eruptions, mainly to get my Gales back and to maybe recycle a Kalute if I really need to. So those are there just in case I need them. And 2 Mind Controls, again another staple in the Blackwing deck. Next are my traps. These are pretty much a gimme. The Icarus attacks, I only run 2 because I don't like to give up the field presence. When someone's attacking me, I'll activate it if my monster is weaker and destroy their backfield and their monster. Other than I only run 2 because I don't really like to give up the field presence. So it's a great card, but I don't really like to give up field presence. I like to swarm and stay swarm. Mirror Force for protection. 2 Dust Tornadoes. A lot of people don't main deck this card, mainly because, well, it's slow. But I find that if you have a Dust Tornado set and you know your opponent goes for the Solemn, you can dust it before the turn is over, and there goes Solemn Judgment. You know, one less thing you have to worry about, right? So those are really great, and you can always side those out if you need to. I only run 2 Solemn Judgments, mainly because, well, I have more than one. I have more than 2, but I only run 2 in this deck, and that's because, well, Solemn Judgment is great, but at the same time it costs a lot of life points. And this deck works really fast. So with the Cold Waves, the Dust Tornadoes, and the Solemn Judgments, I really don't have a lot of problems as far as opponents activating spells and traps to stop me. So that's the reason why I only run 2 of those. Side deck, this is just a compilation of synchros that I have, mainly to For any deck that I run, I pretty much just keep the same side extra deck. I have an Armory Arm, Magical Android, Goyo Guardian, 2 Arm Wings. More than that is just a waste. You really won't ever synchro for them. You're pretty much, before you get Arm Wing out, you're pretty much going to swing for Goyo first. Take control of their monster and then sync with their monster. Armor Master, I have 2 of them. This is the key to the deck right here, the Dark Strike Fighters. Like I said, this deck mainly revolves around swarming and getting this out so you can OTK. I have 3 Black Rose Dragons. They're mainly for if I run across a problem and my opponent already has a lot of field presence, I could just tribute for 7 and blow the field, and that resets it, and I can, you know, start over again and maybe come back with something awesome. 2 Red Dragon Archfiends, they're not too easy to get out. You really have, in this deck, you have to either take one of their monsters and synchro, or use your Syncro and a Gale. So that's the only way to get those out. Same with the Colossal Fighters. For running against a warrior deck, those are pretty awesome, especially because they search themselves out. It doesn't really get a boost in this deck, but it's still an awesome card. 2 Stardust Dragons. I don't really ever pull out any of the 8s, but it's good to have just in case. You know, you don't have to have these 8 stars. I mean, you can really stop the Dark Strike Fighters, but like I said, I have this Synchro deck for like all occasions. I run 2 Thought Rulers too because I like Thought Rulers, an awesome card. And that is my Blackwing deck. I could show you my side deck, but it's nothing really special to look at. I run 2 Book of Moons, Lightning Vortex, 2 Lightning Prisoner Mirrors, 3 Bottomless for the mirror match, 2 Glad Beast Hunters, 2 enemy controllers, and this is probably one card you've seen in your little extra pile and haven't really decided to put it in your deck. This is a great card. They should have made it foil in my opinion, but it's not easy to use, but when it does, it's a really big ass kicker. It says activate when your opponent special summons a monster from their deck, destroy that monster, and then you draw a card. So pretty much it's okay. Anti-Glad Beast. That's pretty much it. It's a Glad Beast stopper, but if they special summon, if you run against a Teledad or something, they special summon, you know, Malicious. Okay, no, destroy that, and then you get to draw a card. Emergency Teleport, Crab-ins, no Crab-ins, bye bye, I draw a card. It's a really great card, and like I said, it's great for a side deck. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.